President Trump says he wants a major investigation into a situation most experts consider a minor problem at worst: voter fraud. The president contends millions of votes were cast illegally in November. The evidence so far suggests otherwise. Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen takes a look.
Confronted with evidence that President Trump's own lawyers proclaimed the 2016 election free of voter fraud, in contrast with the president's own claim this week that invalid ballots cast by millions of illegal aliens cost him the popular vote, White House Press Secretary Sean Spicer said the lawyers were only focused on states facing recounts.
If you look at California and New York, I'm not sure that those statements were, we didn't look at those two states in particular. A lot of these issues could have occurred in bigger states. That's where I think we're going to look.
Arguing against proposed recounts, Mr. Trump's attorneys affirmed in December all available evidence suggests that the 2016 general election was not tainted by fraud or mistake. And House Speaker Paul Ryan agreed in remarks to reporters on Tuesday. Shortly after 7 a.m., however, the president tweeted, "I will be asking for a major investigation into voter fraud, including those registered to vote in 2 states, those who are illegal, and even those registered to vote who are dead, and many for a long time. Depending on results, we will strengthen up voting procedures." Denise Merrill, a Democrat, is Connecticut's Secretary of State and president of the National Association of Secretaries of State.
There are nonpartisan commissions in almost every state that oversee allegations of voter fraud, and there simply hasn't been massive or even much individual in-person voter fraud in this country. It's sort of a myth.
Congressional Democrats agreed.
He wants to investigate something that can clearly be proven to be false, but he resists any investigation of the Russian disruption of our election and any connection to his campaign.
I want him to investigate all the people who don't get the chance to vote, who are being denied the right to vote.
One widely cited 2014 study, which found that anywhere between 38,000 and 2.8 million illegals improperly cast ballots in 2008, drew sharp challenge in peer review. And even its authors, while standing by their work, have warned against anyone citing it as evidence of massive voter fraud. Election experts told us that while there are some dead people who remain on voting rolls, it's much more common in the tens of thousands that living people are registered in more than one state. But the experts also said these dual registrations tend to get cleared up at polling sites, and that all such cases tallied up would still prove negligible relative to Hillary Clinton's margin of victory in the popular vote of 2.9 million, Chris.
James, thank you.